Hi, everyone. I miss you. I think about you guys all the time. I hope everyone's staying safe and healthy and practicing social distancing, washing your hands, all that good stuff. I know in my house we've been more conscious than ever about, our hygiene and making sure that our hands are clean and, all that stuff. So we're doing our part here and we're at least trying. So I hope you guys are all doing the same thing. So let's talk. This video is going to be a little bit more of a touching base with you guys video more than a lesson. You may have noticed that you've been seeing your other teachers a lot more than you've seen me. You guys are obviously in touch with your classroom teachers. You've been on their Google Classrooms. I'm sure you guys have been checking in with Mr. Elliott. For my fourth grade woodwind players, that would be Marcus, Eric, and Hector. You should be checking in with Mr. Elliott. So make sure that you're doing that. I'm sure you guys have seen Miss Sanchez and your other specials teachers, but you haven't seen too much of me. So I need to explain why. The last time you saw me, think about the last time you saw me in school, I had a big old giant belly. And today you are looking at me and I do not have a big old giant belly anymore because on the 21st of March, I had the baby finally. So his name is, drum roll please, not Peter Peterson. Sorry, Uretzi. His name is Ryan Eric Peterson. So he was born on the 21st at 1:11 a.m. He was 7 pounds and 12 ounces. He's a healthy boy. He makes the best faces. They're so funny. And besides that, he's eating, sleeping, and pooping like babies are supposed to do. So all good over here. We're happy to finally have him at home. And this is actually a very good time to be at home with him since we're quarantining. So we won't have so many visitors and we'll be able to keep the baby safe. So it's kind of a silver lining in this whole thing. So last week I was, as you can imagine, super busy with that. This week I'm playing catch up on all the online virtual learning. I'm in the process of setting up my Google Classroom. Your teachers were kind enough to let me put this lesson on their Google Classrooms. So you're going to see that. I'm pre-recording this now, so hopefully you'll see this by 1 o'clock or maybe a little after 1 o'clock. So I'll get that information to you on my Google Classroom as soon as I can. You'll get invitations to join my class and we'll figure all that out. So let's talk shop now. Third graders, you should all have your recorders with you. Just as a reminder, you've been keeping your recorders in your backpacks, right? So the recorders have been traveling with you everywhere you go. You should also have your book. So hopefully you've had some time to practice your recorders. If not, I totally understand. There's been a lot going on, so I get it. I'm hoping that we can resume that now. We can go back to practicing our exercises from our books, and we can get back to that. Fourth and fifth graders, you may not have your recorders. Some of you might, some of you might not, because I left that as an option for you, that you didn't have to bring it home. So if you did bring it home, then I'm going to encourage you to keep going with the recorder karate and to keep practicing those tunes. At the very least, you should all have your band instruments at home. So you should all be practicing that. And my woodwind students, you should be checking in again with Mr. Elliott, and he's going to monitor your progress on that. If you want to go ahead in the book, I know some of my students were going ahead in the book. Keep doing that. If you ever have any questions for me, feel free to shoot me an email. It's apeterson, Peterson, at bridgehamptonschool.com. So if you ever want to run something by me, feel free to do that, since I'm a clarinet player and Mr. Elliott's more of a brass percussion guy. You can certainly ask me whatever. Third graders, if you're interested in recorder karate, I can get that information to you. Basically what it is it starts off with like the easiest piece in the whole set. And if you do that really well, you get your white belt. And then the songs get progressively more difficult until you get to the black belt level. And so what I do is I give you your belts. They're like these little strings. They're different colors, obviously. And you basically attach them to the bottom of your recorders, and you get to like kind of show off your progress a little bit. So it's a fun thing that the 4th and 5th graders are doing. If you want to participate in that as well, I'll get that information to you. What else do I have on here? One thing that I want you to keep in mind, if you're going to be practicing your instruments, you know, your families are probably home now. Some of your moms and dads might be working from home. Your older siblings have a lot of work that they're doing, especially if you have siblings in high school. They're getting ready for their Regents exams. And so there's a lot kind of riding on, you know, their virtual learning. So if you have a recorder, especially at home, please be considerate of the people that you're living with. If mom's working from home and she's on the computer and she's trying to get her work done, and there's a recorder blasting in her ear, I don't think she's going to appreciate that. So talk with your parents. Try to set up a time and a place that works for everybody. You know, let them know, Mrs. Peterson wants me to practice for 5 minutes a day. When is the best time to do that? And where should I do that? They'll probably tell you your bedroom, close the door, cap it at 5 minutes, and don't go past 5 minutes. You don't want to drive everyone crazy in your house, especially if everyone's on top of each other. All right. So be considerate of your family members. What else do I have here? Yeah, I think that's about it. So, those belts, by the way, obviously you wouldn't be getting those belts right away. As soon as we are back to school, hopefully that's sooner rather than later, I will get all of those belts to you. I'll keep track of everyone's progress and let you know. Ideally, oh, this is the other thing I wanted to say. Ideally, the way I would monitor your progress on your instruments is if you could send me videos of yourself playing. What I'm thinking is that if your videos are less than a minute long, you could probably borrow mom or dad's phone, or some of you might have your own phones, record yourself playing, and then email it to me. You probably don't even have to go through Google Classroom in order to do that. So I'm not trying to get any videos out of you guys this week because I'm just, you know, getting in touch with you now and just trying to kind of, you know, check in with you. But keep that in mind for next week. Start thinking about where you are in the book or in Recorder Karate, where you'd like to be, what your goal is, and try to work towards that. And I think I want you to send me videos of yourself playing. All right, so that's kind of what I have in mind right now. It could change. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Next week, I think I'm going to do a little bit more of a music lesson, since not all of you have recorders at home, which is totally understandable. And I'm not expecting anyone to like go back to the school and get it. That's ridiculous. So, hi, I'm recording.
You're making eggs.
That's what happens. All right. Love to you all. Stay healthy. Don't give your parents a hard time. Be cooperative. Hopefully I'll see you soon. Bye.